All in all, I think clean coal as a term is misleading. It's a euphemism. I am all for cleaning up the process. I doubt that the industry is interested in this. They do end of the pipe management. They look only at the end of it. They try to deal with the stuff that's visible, with the stuff that we perceive as consumers. The coal burning process is a very complicated and a very dirty process, which starts with the extraction. Mountaintop removal is one of the most devastating technologies that we have, and that's how most of our coal is taken out these days. Underground mining produces a lot of problems. Here in Southeast Ohio, we still have acid mine drainage coming out of mines that have been abandoned for over 80 years. And so the extraction process is incredibly disruptive, very toxic, creates a lot of side effects. Very few people talk about that. The production process is very dirty. The same is true for burning the coal. A lot of the fly ash and a lot of the bottom ash goes into sludge ponds or into waste disposal sites, landfills, and very often we do not know what happens to the toxicity that is produced there and that accumulates.
The various efforts and research agendas and initiatives that are considered part of the clean coal package are an essential component of our overall efforts to deal with the challenge of climate change. I think that a lot of the distaste that has developed for the clean coal efforts among environmentalists and others concerned about sustainability has really come from the fact that the coal companies themselves and a lot of the vested corporate interests have taken on this particular initiative as some kind of a panacea to all coal issues. And despite the fact that they have decided to attach themselves to it and use it essentially as a marketing tool to distract people essentially from all of the negative impacts associated with their industry, I don't think that that means that we can simply ignore all of the efforts that will go into addressing coal's problems in reference to climate change.
I think that clean coal is not a bad thing if it existed. Unfortunately, it doesn't. We are burning in a very short period the resources that grew over millions of years on this earth. If we continue burning coal as we do right now, with China having a new power plant, coal power plant online every week or sometimes 2 per week, then we will have used up our coal within the next 150 to 200 years. We are desperately running out of options, actually. And if we don't look out for new technology, better energy technology, and continue to burn coal just because somebody tells us now it's clean coal, then we will wake up one day and be very surprised about how bad things actually have gone.
The environmental movement and many environmentalists have become so focused on the fact that this term itself is a misrepresentation of what coal is and what coal can be, that essentially they've become resistant to any suggestions that significant advances can be made in cleaning up certain aspects of the coal industry. I think that we need to talk about things like carbon capture and sequestration. We need to talk more about pollution controls on the smokestacks. And yes, we do need to talk more about the ills associated with coal mining, the sludge impoundments, the coal ash, the bottom ash, all the different things that make coal a dirty fuel source. But we can't simply shut ourselves down to certain forms of inquiry. It's anti-intellectual, and I do not feel it will benefit the movement as a whole.